Welcome back to the Business Ignite podcast, where we light the fire for business growth and marketing success. Your hosts, Ethan Walker and Samantha Reed, bring you the latest trends, expert insights, and actionable strategies to fuel your business journey. Let's ignite your potential.
All right. So today we're diving into something I think we all can relate to, wanting more website traffic, right? Like, who doesn't want more eyeballs on their content? And 95 Visual, they've got some really interesting tactics in these blog posts we're checking out. And honestly, some of them kind of surprised me.
Yeah.
The first one that really jumped out was how much they emphasize online video. And not just like going viral and, hoping for the best, but like really strategically using video to drive traffic.
Yeah.
Because it connects on a different level.
Oh, absolutely. It's way more engaging, right?
Way more engaging. They gave this example of a small tabletop gaming store up in Canada. And they've been like steadily building this whole community just through their YouTube channel. Product reviews, gameplay walkthroughs. I went and checked it out, and you can tell they're just so passionate.
That's awesome.
They did this one video about like how they organize their board game shelves.
Okay.
And it sounds boring, but it was like strangely captivating.
It's funny how that works. And what's interesting is that it ties into something they talk about in their second post too. About that, like a genuine connection. It's not just about the message. It's about letting people in, you know?
And this store, they get it. They share behind-the-scenes stuff.
Yeah.
Funny stories.
Love it.
Total community vibe. And it's driving actual sales.
And I think video, it lets you do those calls to action more naturally, too. Hey, like this review, link in the description to see our full selection.
Oh, that's so smart.
Instead of just being like BUYNW.
Which so many people forget that part. You got to tell people what to do next.
You got to leave those breadcrumbs.
Yes. Breadcrumbs. From your video to your website. So it's like consistent, good quality videos on YouTube, Vimeo can be huge but those calls to action got to be there.
100%. And you know what else? Don't be afraid to let your personality show.
Yeah.
People connect with people, not like corporate videos, you know?
Totally. That effortless, authentic thing. It's huge on social media too, which 95 Visual, they get into that in their second post.
And it's interesting. They start by saying like, yeah, social media is kind of a big deal now.
It's a little bit.
Just a tad.
Like Facebook alone. What is it? 2 billion users. Something insane.
It's an entirely different world.
It is a whole world where people connect, shop.
Everything happens there.
And that's why it's so powerful for businesses, right? It's not just the numbers. It's where your customers are already.
Exactly. You're meeting them on their turf.
But here's what surprised me.
Yeah.
They're adamant that you don't need to be some guru.
Oh, good.
Or spend a fortune to make social media work.
It's music to my ears because it can be simple.
That's their point. Just be consistent. Post about what you offer. Engage with people.
The basics still work.
It's like that show up quote. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. Just be there.
And they had this great tip about linking your Facebook and Twitter.
Oh, smart.
Maximize reach without being on a million platforms.
Which is so tempting. But then you burn out.
Exactly. Then you've got these neglected profiles, which is worse than nothing.
It's like the online equivalent of a ghost town. Reflects poorly.
100%.
So what are some other social media pitfalls to avoid?
The big one is forgetting it's social, not just a sales blast constantly.
Yeah, like that friend who only calls when they need something.
The worst. And people can tell, you know.
So transparent.
Totally. It's about relationships, conversations, then maybe selling something naturally.
So it's that balance, showing what you offer, but connecting authentically.
Because at the end of the day, people buy from people
who they trust. And that's built through connection, not just ads. Yeah, you said it. It's like 95 Visual is reminding us, amidst all the digital stuff, it's still about humans connecting with humans, you know?
Which is easy to forget when you're buried in analytics.
Right. It's like traffic's great, but those are real people clicking.
Exactly. And they have to like what they see to stick around.
So bringing it back, how do we get those clicks? 95 Visual says video and social.
And the cool thing is, they work so well together.
Oh, yeah. Your YouTube stuff fuels your social. It's a cycle.
Exactly. And you don't need fancy equipment or anything.
That's what I loved. It's accessible. You can start small, one video a week.
Even one good social media post a day, consistency is key.
That's what separates the pros from the hobbyists, you know?
100%. It's about taking action, not just listening to us.
Yeah. Yes. So, listeners, your challenge this week, if you're up for it, what's one thing, video or our social media, you could do for your website? Write it down, put it in your calendar, make it real, And if you want more of the smart stuff, 95 Digital is the source. They've got some great resources over there. But for now, until next time, happy traffic boosting, everybody. Remember, even small steps make a difference. We'll see you soon.
Thanks for tuning in to the Business Ignite podcast, where we fuel your business growth and marketing success. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to rate and review us. It does help others find the show. Don't forget to follow us on social media at Business Ignite Podcast and share this episode with a friend. Keep the fire burning, and remember, your success is just one strategy away. Until next time, stay ignited.